Hey guys, how's it going? It's Invicta TV here. I know I've not made a video in quite some time. Mostly, I don't know, I didn't know what to do. I didn't feel comfortable with the way I did the play-by-plays for the tournament matches. I didn't feel like they were good enough or whatnot. It didn't matter. Point being, here to move on and get some content out there because I was insanely happy with Destiny this week. This week, as you know, was the PC beta. And oh my goodness, it was way better than ever could be expected. You can see the mouse, you can see that I'm playing mouse and keyboard here, playing PC, how you're supposed to, not using a controller. And oh my goodness, I mean, the competition was horrendous. Like, partly I'm sure to do with the fact that the players that played on PC this weekend, a lot of them haven't really played Destiny before, or at least not practice Destiny and the PvP side of things because they're PC players. So the decision making seemed bad. Their shots were terribly inaccurate a lot of the time. I mean, I have some moments where like I go, on a good streak and then like I just completely whiff every shot on a target or something like that. But that's just because like I'm getting a little bit consistent. I've played some PC games recently, but I am a console player. I always have been a console player. I've only picked up PC for the last 8 months or so, and mostly on and off, and playing games like H1Z1, PUBG, games that are like one life games, like not really like the best place to practice your shot. Now I have played some Overwatch and some CSGO. CSGO, once more, probably not the best place to practice your shot, but Overwatch is pretty good if you play the hit scan characters, and I do play those, I do main those, and often like do way better than expected from my teammates with those characters. So I felt pretty comfortable. I was a little worried going into this, thinking maybe my shot won't be good. Maybe I'll need lots of practice. Maybe I won't be able to play PC competitively. But once I got playing, it felt so natural. I basically, like, the controls took but a minute, like, to orient myself and get used to them, because obviously it's different than playing with a controller. And as soon as I was used to them, like, oh my goodness, I could do everything I could do on console and so much more. Like moments like that, like that's a moment where I just need to get more consistent with my shot, not miss things like, or opportunities like that. But yeah, it just felt so natural in my head. I was able to do so much more than I ever could on console. It actually makes me consider that when I go back to playing console, I think I'm gonna go back to playing 10 sensitivity. Just the ability to like rapid turn, and like it adds so much potential to your gameplay. The only problem is the potential accuracy loss, which I'm not entirely sure is going to be worth it playing on a controller. Even though there is aim assist, it's clearly very tough to be consistent on a controller when when the smallest motions can drag your aim quite far. But that all being said, like, just PC felt so damn good. The hit reg was perfect. I never saw ghosted bullets. The only time I would ever see ghosted bullets is when I tried and pulled out, what's it called, the submachine gun. I pulled out a submachine gun to see how good they were, and while they were good, they literally like ghosted bullets on purpose outside of a certain range. Like literally bullets would hit on the target's face, it looked like, and just deal no damage. And I think it's because, at least that's what it looked to be happening to me. And I think that's because they were trying to mitigate how good of a range submachine guns have. Because obviously, if they have really good damage and they had infinite range, a PC user could make them work like crazy. On console, there's so much more kick. In case one of the major differences between console and PC is that the kick felt so very different, or even seemed inexistent a lot of the time. And that makes a lot of sense for my thinking, my reasoning is, which, like, PC kick doesn't feel good. Recoil does not feel the same or good on PC as it does, especially with continuous fire weapons, as it does on console. That's why like games like Overwatch features a no recoil system of shooting. Like the guns have like spread, but they don't have recoil. And in this game, it felt similar to that as well. Like there wasn't much recoil at all. Most of the time, it was very easily controllable. It allowed you to focus on just pure skill and tactics, rather than having to focus on like, I sprayed the SMG a little too hard, and like I couldn't control the kick well enough, which is like a gun skill factor, right? But like, it's not really the one I think is the most telling as to, you know, gun skill and tactics and stuff. It's just like an unnecessary add-in. Look at that hip fire and everything. Like, God, this game feels so good on PC. I know everyone agreed with me that had played it. Once more, like the hit regs, all that sort of stuff felt so damn good, especially compared to Destiny 2's console beta. And I don't know if there was a difference in beta builds might be anything to do with it. I don't know. The game felt like it played at a faster tick rate on PC. It felt like it played on dedicated servers on PC. Also, to further determine that, people that had lower pings always were able to get the special faster than another person. On console, because of the way it's peer-to-peer, basically everyone's connection is just as bad as each other's. So that guy who's red barring, because of peer-to-peer connection, is causing everybody else to be a little bit more laggy. On this though, a laggy person would just hands down not be able to pick up the special faster than another if they are both timing it from the same moment. A laggy person would just be laggy on their own end and not lag up the rest of the match the same for everybody else like it does on console. Just so many things felt so much more streamlined for PC that I would be, as well as these frames, so damn good. I'd be so mad, I'd be livid, and I know a lot of people would be as well, if there was not a major competitive scene on PC instead of over on PS4. Now, I'm not saying to entirely don't have a PS4 competitive scene. I think that there always will be that. I think FarCog and PvP Legends will always have tournaments and a scene on every console, on every platform. But I think that there definitely needs to be a major, if not the major, competitive scene on PC, because it just feels so much better. It makes so much more sense. The gunfights are so much more skillful. It comes down so much less to lag and latency and terrible hit reg and terrible tick rate. Like on console Destiny, you can guarantee yourself the first bullet in a fight if you slide around a corner because of the tick rate of the game. Because of the frames of the game, your opponent cannot respond the exact same way that they can on PC. On PC, when you come around a corner, they see you coming around the corner at the instant that you're doing it. And their reaction speed, especially with a mouse and keyboard, can be better than yours despite you making that initial movement. It changes the game up from being, once more, all about lag and a percentage of fights being determined on lag and things like that, into 100% about skill and positioning and tactics and knowledge and all that sort of stuff. And it feels so much better than it does on console for all of these reasons. And I honestly feel like they developed this PC side so damn well because there's expectation for it going competitive, because maybe Battle.net has requirements and standards for their PvP experiences on their games. And Destiny 2 is being hosted on Battle.net, which is Activision basically. So I don't know. I don't know the exact reasoning. I don't know what's going to happen in the future necessarily, but I mean, there's already esports teams like Rogue signing on players from Destiny to become a competitive team, and I hope only to see more of that. I hope for the scene to start up soon. I think Luke Smith said that private matches is going to be one of the first updates. We know Trials is coming on 9/15, only a week and a half after game release, not even a full week and a half. Like, things are coming fast, and everything, it's all making me so happy. I can't wait to get started. I can't wait to help you guys on PvP. I've proven to myself and others. I have a sweat match, which I'll upload probably tomorrow, or at least that's the next video, where I played with Rogue, which would be Extreme, Sonic, and I believe at the time it was Flanker. And we played a sweat match on PC, and I felt just as comfortable there than I did on console, if not more. So I just can't wait. I'm ready for everything. Console, PC, whatever it is, I'm ready, and I hope you guys are too. I know all of us have been waiting a long, long time, and I guess that's it, guys. So without further ado, this has been Invicta TV. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, hopefully you enjoyed hearing my impressions, and hopefully I've hyped you up some more, even more, for this game and for the PvP side of things. So without further ado, guys, this has been Invicta TV, and I'm out. Bye! Hey guys, I wanted to take the time to say that I finally got my subscribe button over on twitch.tv/invicta_TV. If you're interested, you can subscribe for $5 a month or for free with Twitch Prime. This gives you a one-way ticket to hop into games with me, be it Destiny or otherwise, as well as gets you into sub-only raffles or extra chances on all raffles for events like Trials. Thank you to everybody who takes the extra miles, and I appreciate every single one of you. I hope to see you in stream, Guardians.